Good Monday morning to you. Welcome to the Sales Strategist Show. I'm your host, Jason, the LoanSlayer Graneman. First, breaking news in the Economic Market Weather Report. The Dow is up. It's got new highs in the Dow region today. It's super sunny. Never before seen highs. That's a result of the $1 trillion deal that was put together over the weekend. And you saw the Dow creeping up. It increased almost 500 points over the last 5 days. Other weather report news, the 10-year Treasury is up. Also today, it bounced off that baseline of about 1.45, which we've seen lately as a pretty recent baseline for that. So I watch those baselines on the graph. If you're not looking at the 10-year Treasury, take a look at the 10-year Treasury. It's probably the most simplistic indicator of what the mortgage rates are doing, or the trajectory of mortgage rates at least. Is this a bad time? Let's get into it. When you call a customer or a friend, relative, you can even try this out on your kids. Do you ask them on the phone if this is a good time to talk? Or do you say, is this a bad time to talk? What is the difference between no or yes? How you set up that question? Well, when you ask someone if it's a bad time, you're giving them control. The main difference between the word yes and the word no is that no is a decision. Yes is an agreement. It's very distinct in our language. When I say yes to my son, I'm agreeing with something that he may have asked. However, when I say no to something that he may have asked, I'm making a decision. And it's very distinctive in the way our brains work. When you call up a client and you simply say, is this a bad time to talk? If it is not a bad time to talk, they're able to answer no, which means they're making a decision. It also turns them on to be more engaged in at least the beginning of your conversation. When you say, is this a good time to talk? Did I catch you at a good time? All of these run-of-the-mill, waiting for that yes answer, that sets them up to agree with you. An agreement can be something that is hesitant. It creates hesitancy. And when we're speaking to clients, we tend to be calling them on something that's important. And so we want them to become engaged. Setting them up to say, no, this is not a bad time, means that they're making a decision and they're not having to agree with you. However, when I say, hey, is this a good time to talk right now? The tendency is that you'll hear some hesitancy, that you'll hear a pause. They have to figure out in their brain, is this going to go longer than I might expect it to? Everybody's got other things that they're working on at the time you give them a call. They could be at work, at home. They could be mowing the lawn. That would be me. Something of that nature where, is this a bad time or is this a good time? Now, getting the truth out of people, this really helps to set up the opportunity to get the truth. And truth really helps. Truth opens up the pathway of communication, which is always a good thing. This is not manipulative. This is enabling somebody to tell you the truth. What do I mean by that? Well, when you say, is this a bad time to talk? And I say, well, yes, it is. That's the truth. It really is. And from a sales perspective, we want to know if this is a bad time because, look, if it's a bad time for you, we're not going to get anything accomplished. I might have something that's important, but obviously there's something important going on in your life as well. And if we want them to pay attention to what we're saying, well, knowing that it's a bad time to talk allows us to reschedule, allows us to offer another time that they would then agree to being a good time to talk. And also, I said agreement, but this gives them the opportunity to set the time, which is actually staying within the realm of making a decision. And decisions are very important, especially on the opposite end. When you're working with clients, you want clients to make a decision because making decisions is committing to things. And in sales, we're not trying to trick anybody into making a decision that's poor or in bad taste for them. We want them to make good decisions because that's how we get a committed client to go down the same path that we're trying to go down and offer solutions to their problems. Really, sales, if you can't offer a solution, well, you don't have a sale. That's been my strategist on a Monday for everybody. My name is Jason Granneman. Thank you for watching the LoanSlayer Strategist Show, and we'll see you on the next one. Remember, it's not work, it's a lifestyle. Peace. I gotta get more coffee.